You are watching Blunt Politics with Boston Brian.
Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. Thank you for joining what has to be the best political live stream coming out of Boston today, right at this moment, maybe ever, probably ever. So if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, hit the share button, share it out to all your social medias, that would be great, because you know why? Because
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
I really am, and I think everybody should do the same thing. I really do. We have a great show for you today. Lots to get into in the weekly news kind of segment of the show, and then we're going to dive back into TYT's downfall. Cenk and Ann is just, you know, the views on their channel when they have 6 million subscribers, supposedly. Again, we'll take a look at Anna's pandering to Glenn Beck. We'll take a look at, them hemorrhaging not only creators, but viewers, and also respect from everybody on the left, in the community on the left. I at least, if they're gaining respect on the right, that means they're losing respect from the people on the left. So they're supposedly, or were at one point, as they said or claimed to be, the home of progressive media. And I really do think now it's time for a lot of other people to step up and fill that role, because obviously they're not up to the task. They don't want to. They don't care about it. They have given up. They've capitulated. And now it's time for people, like myself and Hal and, other people that are doing great work, tearing TYT apart, like Kyle Kalinske, the Majority Report, the guys over at Vanguard, Gavin and Zach. Those guys are doing great work doing this. So check out their videos. I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. There's lots to get into in this world. There really is. But I really do think it's really important for us to dissect the way that our media landscape is put out there, what we're saying, who we follow, and what these big channels represent to us, and how these smaller channels are really pushing out what are the progressive ideas of supporting unions and helping the lower class, and making sure that corporations and billionaires and oligarchs don't rule the world and don't rule the land. Making sure that healthcare is something that is accessible to as many people on earth as possible. Radical things like that. You know what I mean? So before we get into it, let me bring in the chat. Let me say hi to everybody. I appreciate it. Like I said, I know we got some big show news as well coming up, so stick with me on that. You'll be getting to see my face a little more, let's just say. We also have some some news on some guests coming on, which I think you'll really, really appreciate. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure if you, if it's financially viable for you, you hit the join button below me for $1.99 a month. You could support this channel. I don't even know what at this point you could go out and get at the store for $1.99. If anybody knows that anything under $2 at this point, let me know, because I don't think I've seen anything like that in quite a long time. Plus, this is, like I said, an important time, an important moment in history where we have another 4 years of Donald Trump and his minions to cover. And I've been doing my part, and I hope you guys have noticed. I've been doing I've been trying to keep Donald Trump's face out of your sight as much as possible. We're going to have lots to cover from him. We're going to be looking and listening to him a lot. That's just what happens. That's just what I do. So, the people that have watched this show for a long time, that, anytime he speaks, I'm going to call out his bullshit. But I've been trying to, cover other aspects of the news, cover other aspects of politics, to kind of give you guys a break with his fucking mangina, with just, his other bullshit, his lies, his hypocrisy, his propaganda. The interview he did with Kristen Welker was not only, a lie-filled, like I said, a lie-filled propaganda fueled fucking bunch of nonsense, but it was also a showing in how Kristen Welker just kind of stepped on the neck of journalistic integrity. She obviously has no command of the facts. She cannot call out anybody on the spot. She cannot correct anybody on the spot. Really, now journalism in that that kind of sphere has become just glitz and glamour, and how many clicks you can get on your fucking interviews, basically. So to not be able to push back on some of the shit when people like you or I and anybody in the chat was sitting there yelling like, hey, that didn't happen, that's not true, that's a lie, that's dangerous, that's fucking fascistic, that sounds like a dictator. None of that shit was said by Kristen Welker. But don't let me get out in the rant. Let me bring in the chat before I get too far ahead of my skis here. All right, Big Dog, what's going on? James, Cecilia, Sally, how are you? Go with the flow farm. Patrick, oh, thank you so much. And thank you, Nicholas, who already contributed before the show even started. I really do appreciate you guys. This is, the Patreon members and the YouTube members are what mainly keeps us going, and what is giving me the ability to now, give you the news that I'm about to give you later on in the show about the show. It allows me to, start building up some clout so I can start getting guests on where they're not looking at like, why does this guy only have, 4,000 or 5,000, that type of thing. So the more we grow, the more people will take us seriously. So that's what I'm hoping. And like I said, the people on the YouTube memberships and the people on Patreon are the main benefactor, the main reason why this channel continues to grow and exist. So before we get in that, the mods too, you're a great, Brian, and the mods are great too. I have some of the best mods on the internet, just straight up, no doubt. They do a fantastic job of keeping the chat safe, clean, allowing you to get your opinions out there. And as long as you're not being violent, bigoted, homophobic and such, we should be able to have even a heated discussion in the chat. So thank you. A big salute to the mods out there. Again, they're not just for my channel. They do work all over the internet for progressive channels and liberal ideals, and they do great work all over the place. So thank you again. Big salute to you guys. Gino, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Merry Sunday. Let's go. Getting close to the holidays. Getting close to my favorite time of year. Well, it is my favorite time of year, but it's getting close to my favorite holiday. Let's just say. Is it my second favorite holiday? Because every 7 years or so, my birthday is on Thanksgiving. So it kind of flip-flops, because I really like a birthday on Thanksgiving. You get presents and a big dinner and, a bunch of people. It's great. It's fantastic. All right. Anyway, Jupiter Judy, how are you guys doing? Like I said, Stargal, see, Wes, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Flapper, what's happening to you? What's going on? Vixen on Blue. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Thank you for your services. Jesse James, let's go. All right. Lots to get into. I got it all lined up here, and I'm just hoping it goes as I want it to go. Let's see here. All right. So first, we're going to kick off. What should we do first? Let's do the news of the week. All right.
News of the week.
All right. So again, not a week can go by, especially when you're doing a once a week podcast. Wink, wink. Where you can just maybe focus on one or two things on the news of the week, but they don't want it to happen. the people in this world, they do not want it to happen. First, I just want to give everybody some medical updates on Nancy Pelosi, because she done fell down, and this is kind of a story where it's like, okay, obviously we hope she's well, and it's, we don't want to see anybody be hurt, but is this not kind of like indicative of how old the Democratic Party has become? You know what I mean? And in its leadership roles. I mean, we got when they're literally falling down, breaking hips. Yeah, I think it's time for some younger people to step up. I'm just saying. Luckily, she probably made $60 to $70 million off her stock trades this month. So she's gonna get the best health care. So I'm sure she's doing just fine. Let's see. What else do we got now? Oh, this is another one. We talked about this, I think it was last week, the debacle that was been going on in South Korea. And we'll talk a little bit later on in the show about what's going on with North Korea and Russia. But the South Korea president has been impeached. And let me just see here. I'm going to do this. So this is just reading from the BBC. South Korea lawmakers have voted to impeach President Yoon Suk-yeol over his failed attempt to impose martial law, which has sparked massive protests across the country. He was suspended after some members of Yoon's own People Power Party, the PPP, voted with the opposition, though the decision still needs to be ratified by the Constitutional Court. Thousands of anti-Yoon protesters celebrated outside the National Assembly on Saturday evening after the impeachment wasn't passed, with the crowd singing as fireworks broke out overhead. Fireworks when somebody's being impeached is wild. I like that. Maybe we should take note of that. Write that down. Yoon has vowed to fight on and said he will, quote, never give up, describing to vote as a temporary pause to his presidency. Now, I do believe the BBC. Now, I wasn't going to do this, but let me see if I can do this. I think if I do Shift S, man, I'm good at that. Oh, man, we're growing here. We're getting better. We're getting better, guys. We're getting better. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to add this to the stage. I'm just going to play this real quick. Gives you a little, it's about a minute. I think it's a minute. Yeah, it's a minute and 7 seconds long. So it gives you just a little overview of what the hell has been going on here. And it should play.
You still winning big at Chumba Casino?
Unbelievable. I mean, just these websites, anywhere they can fit an ad, they have an ad. And this one isn't even that bad because they're not all over the place. But all right, here we go.
Inside out, and he's not going to go quietly.
Why did it stop? I don't know. I didn't stop it. There it goes.
South Korea's parliament has just voted to impeach the president. So what now? President Yoon tried to impose martial law. He ordered troops to storm the parliament here, but he failed. Members of parliament quickly overturned his decision. Since then, he's faced huge protests.
See that? The guy had the gun right in the lady's chest. Right in the lady's chest. All it takes is one misplaced finger on that trigger. Jeez.
Pressure to resign, but he's refused to go. And so Parliament has voted to remove him from office. This doesn't mean he's gone for good. At the moment, he's only been suspended from his...
Again, we talked about last week, I believe, the scenes here. Look at the fervor and the passion that the South Korean people have when it comes to their governmental leaders, basically trying to impose their will on the rest of them, right? Sounds familiar? I don't understand why we don't I feel like we have the laziest reaction. We'll fight all day online and, we'll yell and scream on Twitter and fucking Blue Sky and Instagram and TikTok and all that bullshit. But when it comes to leaving your house, what are we doing? Just going about our daily lives. Like, I don't understand. Are we passionate, and do we believe that this is an existential threat to the country, or do we not? Because I believe it is. But I just need a way to get our word out there, and to get our to make sure that these people know that we don't stand for the shit what they're trying to impose and the shit that they're trying to do with the government. We'll talk in a little bit about Elon trying to in Trump trying to get rid of regulations as far as car crash testing, because Elon doesn't like the regulations, thus making it more difficult for car companies to investigate car crashes and then make their cars safer, only thus putting people in danger, right? I mean, it's It's amazing. And until I think we do something like the South Korean people have done and take to the streets and shut the shit down, right? Peacefully. I just think we're spinning our wheels here. We really are. I have that feeling that we're just kind of going with the flow, letting it happen, kind of like a Joe Biden moment in the White House, shaking hands with Donald Trump. He's trying to appease him. Trying to keep him. They don't give a fuck what you do. Why do we continue to believe that we can fucking manipulate these people, and anything that we do has any fucking effect on what they're going to do in the future? They don't give a fuck. They're going to do what they want to do, regardless of how we treat them. You know what I mean? I don't understand that whole part, but here we go.
His duties, and the Prime Minister has taken over. The decision on whether to impeach him now moves to the Constitutional Court, and it has 6 months to decide.
That's what I wanted to get out there. So it's got 6 months. How do I get out of this thing? 6. Still got another 6 months to decide. So this isn't like a done deal by any means, but we'll keep our eye on that situation. I kind of wanted to, I want to drill into people what other countries, what it looks like when they feel like their government is not acting in their best interests, right? I understand democracy, I understand the vote, but that doesn't mean we can't, as people who disagree with the incoming government, the incoming administration, and every single one of its fucking nominees and the cabinet members. Why can't we? We still have more than enough people that we could fucking make a stand. We could at least get some headlines going. Fucking shut the companies down for a couple fucking days. Not go to work. Make sure they don't have the ability to make money off of our backs. I don't know. I just maybe that's too radical, but I really do believe when you've been preaching for almost 10 years about fascism and the exactly what's going on right now and the exact thing that he's trying to do with the exact people he's trying to put in his administration. You know what I mean? He's got he's got his hands in every single one of the fucking cookie jars that he now needs and knows that he needs to get his shit done. That he learned, or at least the people around him learned from the first time, and are now instructed him, okay, this is where we were obstructed last time on that. So let's get somebody in that position. That way we at least have somebody in that fucking, over there in that department, so they can, if any, at least keep their eye on what's going on and tell us about it. If not, command these people to straight up do the will of the president. I mean, that's why, when we talk about Jared Moskowitz, and we'll talk later in the show about fucking more Democrats, Jim Clyburn and fucking John Fetterman calling for Biden to pardon Donald Trump. For fucking what? I mean, it's enraging. We'll play the clip of Jim Clyburn, and it's one of the fucking dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. I do apologize. He's done great work in his lifetime. But again, just goes back to the Nancy Pelosi broken hip. Maybe these people are a little bit too on in age here to relate to what's going on. Maybe things are happening just a little too fast. Maybe life is happening a little too fast for these people nowadays, for them to be able to keep up on what policies and what needs to be done to govern the United States of America. It's just we'll get into it in a little bit, but yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is Elon's crash report scrapped. Let me get into let me just get rid of this so I got a million things open. All righty, here we go. So I'm just going to read from Yahoo News. Donald Trump's transition team is reportedly considering scrapping a car crash reporting requirement that Tesla and ex-CEO Elon Musk strongly opposes, according to a new report. According to Reuters, which viewed a document reportedly proposing the change, the removal of the requirement could hamstring the government's ability to effectively investigate crashes and regulate the safety of vehicles with self-driving systems like Musk's Tesla and Cybertrucks. Now, why? What do you want to do that? Have we remember that? Like, have there been reports of these things acting funny, pedals being stuck, cars being shut off? They don't look very safe in a fucking car accident. They don't look like if they hit a pedestrian, the pedestrian stands a very good chance of walking away if it's even if it's backed into with a sharp edge of that fucking thing, right? We've seen people sleeping at the wheel while these things are driving. You trust your fucking car that much? I don't care what the fuck it does. So now our safety is being put on the line, or anybody that purchases an electric vehicle or a Tesla with the self-driving system. or a cyber truck if you're a fucking absolute fucking tool bag for some reason. Musk, who is the world's richest man, used his vast wealth to pour $250 million into Trump's 2024 campaign. If the Trump team does remove the accident report requirements, it would likely directly benefit Musk's Tesla, which has reported the majority of crashes, more than 1,500, to federal safety regulators under the program. How blatant is this? Okay, my car company is the most unsafe because it's had the most fucking reported accidents, right? So, hey, buddy, why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you go in there, tell them to get rid of this requirement where I got to make my vehicle safe, where they don't just drive off the road and kill people. Because, who gives a shit about that when I could sell, I don't know. It's wild to me that we have this that people are even thinking about doing this, let alone even have the ability to do so. So unless we call this shit out, we're going to be more unsafe as a result of some of these regulations being, taken away. So keep our eye on that one as well, which is crazy to think that we have to do. Now going to Texas. Texas AG sues doctor. This motherfucker's back. This horrific alien-looking bastard. Texas expands its horrific anti-abortion crusade beyond state lines. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton is taking his war on abortion to the next level. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has taken the Lone Star State's abortion battle to a national stage, suing a New York doctor for prescribing the abortion pill to an in-state resident. New York state law protects doctors and providers providing abortion care from out-of-state investigations and prosecutions, making the Empire State a home base for companies shipping out the abortion pill to consumers around the country. Paxton has accused Dr. Margaret Carpenter of mailing the pills to a Collin County resident who allegedly consumed the medication when she was 9 weeks pregnant. The report reported the Texas Tribune. The lawsuit does not mention if the woman was successful in terminating her pregnancy. Ken Paxton is asking the county court to order Carpenter to pay $100,000 for every violation of the state's near total abortion ban. Violators of the draconian abortion law could also serve up to life in prison and have their Texas medical license revoked. The lawsuit is the first attempt to enforce a state abortion ban beyond its borders. Again, what did we tell you? What did we tell you, people? Not you guys in particular. I know you guys have been here. What the fuck? Go back to this one. I know you guys have been here, but what have we been trying to tell everybody? You can talk about how many weeks they think the abortion should be. We could have discussions about that. But once Roe v. Wade was overturned, right, that opened the floodgates. Once one state passed a law that had anything to do with banning the rights of women to get an abortion, whether in state or out of state, that just opened the fucking floodgates. And now we're starting to see Ken Paxton reaching over the lines, and now that Donald Trump and his administration, and Pam Bondi and fucking Kash Patel, things could only get worse, because even if it goes to the Supreme Court, we're fucked, right? So there's a lot of avenues that we definitely have to pay attention to. There's a lot of things that we have to, plan and come up with ways to try to help women in this country. Maybe I don't know what the fuck it is. So like Mel said, we're going to start some fucking Harriet Tubman shit. And I live in Massachusetts, which is, is home of some of the best healthcare in the world. So, Christ, if there's any women around the country or anywhere that needs help or assistance, and maybe there's a way we could start something where they could reach out and we could find the necessary resources for them to get the assistance that they need. There's got to be some activity. There's got to be some action that we can take, right, to counteract what people like Ken Paxton and Donald Trump and the rest of these fucking assholes want to do to women's rights. There has to be a way. There has to be fucking some way, and we have to find that way. Because nobody else is going to do it. I can tell you that much. All right, so let's do this. This is fucking really pissing me off, too. This is another North Korean troops ramp up in Russia. This has several different layers to it, let's just say. So let's just go over the main headline. North Korean troops join Russian assault in significant numbers, Kyiv says. Now, we've already heard before that in smaller numbers, Russia was using North Korean troops ineffectively, I might add, because, again, I don't know if I mentioned this on the show, but I think I did, but this has to be the best opportunity for a North Korean soldier to defect in the history of that guy's life. There's never been a better opportunity for a North Korean soldier or anybody who, I guess, who they would, allow into the military to get the fuck out of North Korea. I mean, these guys are coming out over here and not over here, excuse me. They are going over to Russia, being sent to the front lines, and they are scattering, right? But now we're starting to see North Korean troops in more numbers. And let's just read a little bit from Reuters. Russia has begun using North Korean troops in significant numbers for the first time to conduct assaults on Ukrainian forces battling to hold an enclave in Russia's Kursk region. President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Saturday. The Ukrainian leader said the more active use of the troops was a new escalation in the war and called for a global response as Donald Trump's return to the White House next month fuels speculation of coming push for peace talks. Let's see here. Today, this is a statement from Volodymyr Zelensky. Quote, today, we already have preliminary data that the Russians have begun to use North Korean soldiers in their assaults, a significant number of them, end quote. Zelensky told Ukrainians in his daily wartime address the North Koreans were being used in combined Russian units and only on the Kursk front for now, he added, saying we have information suggesting they could use let's see here. We have information suggesting their use could extend to other parts of the front line, end quote. I mean, that would just only be sensible. Kyiv said North Korean forces turned up Russia's Kursk region in October and later reported unspecified clashes and casualties. It estimates that there are 11,000 North Koreans in total, adding to a force of tens of thousands of Russians. So 11,000 is definitely, I think the first number was about 1,500, if I do remember correctly. Obviously not highly trained soldiers in any regard. So, but basically just more meat for the meat grinder. As we know, Russia does not care about a soldier's capabilities, their weaponry, their gear, their kit. It's more about, how many can we round up? How many can we throw into this battle to overwhelm whatever defenses we may be up against. So, but as I said, this has two sides to the coin here, though. Let me see if I can find this one. Oh, here it is. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. But you play with fire and you might get burnt, right? That's just how it works. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah. If you're not redirected, click here. I just want to see. All right, now I can pull this over. All right. Oh, where is it? I'm going to pop this on the screen because this is too good not to show you. Let me go back to this. I'm going to get rid of that. I'll go back to me. Go back to me. Go back to me. At any point, you can go back to me. There you go. Oh, sorry. Come on. Why are you acting up, computer? Why are you doing this? There you are. All right, so let me share. Let me do shift. Sorry. Just kidding. All right, and I'm going to do this, right? Check this out. This is what happens, right? Like I said, if you play with fire, you might get burnt. And if you smoke Russian cigarettes next to some fuel, you're definitely going to get fucking burnt. And if you use North Korean soldiers, they might kill your own soldiers. Let me just pop this on the screen if I can. At the stage, put that there. How we doing? Oh, no, I'll make it bigger. I'm sorry. I'll make it bigger. There we go. Ukraine-Russia war latest. Russian soldiers killed by North Korean troops in friendly fire. That is just never good. That's just not what you want to see. That's not the result we're looking for, says Russia. We did not bring you guys over here so that you could kill us. I mean, that's really not the point. But let's just read a little bit into what happened. Russian soldiers have been killed by North Korean troops in friendly fire while fighting in Kursk, Ukraine's military intelligence said. The HUR said the group of North Korean soldiers opened fire on and killed 8 members of the Chechen Akhmat unit fighting in Russia. Oh, man. The fucking incompetence, the utter fucking stupidity and incompetence of the Russian military just never ceases to amaze me. If they didn't have so many fucking people, they would be so fucked. They're fucked anyway, but they would be so fucked. They're just unreal. 8. Not 1 by accident, not 2, and because a grenade went off by accident or something like that, or threw it over there just because you heard something in the bushes, took out 1 or 2 people. 8 of your own fucking. It just, come on, unreal. Fucking Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause for Russian military intelligence. Great idea they had bringing those people over. All right, back to this one. All right, so I'm gonna take that out. How you doing? Which one? And this is the final story here. These fucking people. Come on, and it in now. And there we go, sweetheart. ABC caves to Donald Trump. Right. What do we talk about? Capitulating. What are we talking about? Bending the knee. What are we talking about? Surrendering in advance. You know what I mean? We talked about Jared Moskowitz. We talked about, we're going to talk about Fetterman. We're going to talk about Clyburn. Why are you laying down your weapons? Right? You are supposed to be the voice of the people. But because they're so fucking scared of retribution from Donald Trump, and they're not the only ones, far from it. Time magazine, again, a magazine that Donald Trump has had many horrible things to say. But again, appeasement. Maybe if they appease this guy, and they're thinking the same thing everybody else is. You don't give a shit. It's the people fucking around him. You can give him good press all you want, and he can be happy. And the people working behind the scenes are still gonna be working to fucking undermine every single sense of our fucking media, every single sense of our journalistic integrity in this country. You know what I mean? So let's just get into just a little bit of what the fuck happened here. Believe it's a $15 million payout. Not only that, but they're going to pay $1 million in Donald Trump's legal bills and contribute to a fucking library. Okay, this is from The Hill. ABC settles Trump defamation suit for $15 million. ABC News anchor George Stephanopoulos agreed to settle a defamation suit brought by President-elect Trump by issuing a public apology and providing $15 million to fund Trump's future presidential library, according to court documents filed Saturday. The settlement enables both the anchor and Trump to avoid sitting for court-ordered depositions next week. Trump sued the network and the anchor in March after Stephanopoulos repeatedly said during a, quote, This Week interview that a jury found Trump, quote, liable for rape in a lawsuit brought by columnist E. Jean Carroll. The jury had found Trump liable for sexual abuse under New York law, but not the R word. I don't know. I feel like I've been seeing people not want to say that, but I'll say grape, I guess. I don't know why YouTube has turned into fucking TikTok. Fuck it. But not liable for rape. I'm not going to fucking bend the knee. I'm not going to do anything like that. That's ridiculous. Under the settlement agreement, the network will put $15 million into escrow to ultimately be used towards Trump's future presidential library and foundation. ABC also agreed to pay $1 million in attorney's fees and add editor's note to the bottom of relevant articles. Court documents show ABC and Stephanopoulos regret statements regarding President Donald Trump made during an interview by George Stephanopoulos with Rep. Nancy Mace on ABC's This Week on March 10th, 2024. So basically, like Morning Joe and his wife, these guys are doing the same thing, basically getting down on their knees and apologizing before the battle even begun. They hadn't even sat for fucking depositions yet, and they're like, you know what? It's probably going to be cheaper, right, for us to just pay the $15 million instead of going through this long, drawn-out court process, which is exactly the way Donald Trump wins in his fucking court cases with people of, lesser means, people that can't afford to go through a long drawn out case. He knows if he draws it out, at some point, you're just going to either give up or fucking settle with the thing. So this is what the media is doing. This is what the media landscape is turning into now, which is why it's even more important for people like you to continue to watch channels like this and hit the like button, share it out to your friends and family, please. And if you got $1.99 a month, become a channel member. If you got the financial means, go to the Patreon, check that out. There's 3 different levels of different financial, different values. You get different perks. We do Zoom meetings. We can shoot the shit behind the scenes. I don't hide anything behind a paywall. I don't do ads. There's no fucking billionaire investors in the show. That's not what this is about. This is completely independent. And I know, like I said, a lot of people on the internet have been talking about it and have made great points about, just because you're a fucking internet show, just because you have a YouTube channel, just because you do fucking, you sit in front of a camera and you kind of do things by yourself, doesn't mean you're fucking independent. If you're taking money from corporate sponsors, if you're running more ads than you're doing videos, if you know what independent means, and at some point you're just not fucking independent if that's what you're doing. Right now we are 100% independent, and that's how we plan on staying. It's 100% funded by you guys and you guys alone. So I really do thank you for that. We wouldn't be here without it. So thank you guys very much. To all the Bryantologists, the lobsters, all you fucking fantastic motherfuckers out there. You are fucking absolutely the shit. So, all right. So that is the news of the week. But again, let me go to the comments, see how we're feeling after the news. Again, you're watching Blunt Politics on Boston Brian. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you join the channel if you can. Make sure you check out the Patreon at patreon.com/Boston Brian. Check out the merch site. We could get them shirts. .myshopify.com. Fucking fantastic stuff on there. Again, doesn't even have to pertain to politics. We got stuff for single moms out there. We got stuff if you suffer from some mental health issues that people can't see from the outside. You know, they're invisible to people, but you know, you're struggling on the inside and you kind of want to let people know, or you just want to nod and a wink to other people that may be feeling the same way. We got merch for you on there like that. Ukrainian merch, anything above and beyond the cost of the shirt or sweatshirt, whatever you get goes straight to United 24, Volodymyr Zelensky's fund. We donate and contribute to a lot of great places. World Central Kitchen, Moms Against Greg Abbott. There's a whole list of great organizations that we love to contribute to on the bottom of the website. So please check that out too. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. And let's get into the meat. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. All right, let me get rid of this first. I'm gonna get rid of all of these. That way we're not slowing down because there's so much stuff open on my computer right now. Bear with me. Close that. All right, we're good. All right, so I'm going to bring this over, if I can, which is not letting me. Okay, there it is. Here we go. Okay. Oh, stop. All right. Pause. There we go. All right, back to me. All right, so here we go. We talked last week about Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian and TYT. Again, separating the John Idarolas, separating the rest of the good contributors over there that really do hold progressive ideals and spit you the truth and give you facts, but maybe locked into some contract or whatever it may be. We like to separate them from this whole battle. Our battle is with Cenk and Anna alone and their right-wing push or their lunge to the right or their, should I say, back pedal to the right, because I feel like both of them at some point held conservative. At least Cenk was a Republican, right? So, but it's weird that Anna is now pushing Cenk even further. It's crazy. The whole situation is crazy, and it's not just you and I that notice it. It's not just the Vanguard. It's not just Kyle Kalinske. It's not just the Majority Report. It's not just there's several other creators on YouTube and other spaces and Twitch that are taking notice to this and are calling it out, rightly so, and making sure that our progressive media landscape is putting out the values and beliefs in the systems and policies that we want these huge channels to be doing. All right, so I'm going to bring this up. Where am I? There we are. Boom. Present. Share screen. And this is what happens when you do that. This is what happens. Like I said, we're not the only people that notice it. Creators all over the progressive sphere and YouTube, the YouTube space are noticing. Not only that, but people that are working at TYT are noticing. So here, let's take a look at what's going on here. Let me see if I can do this one. That might be a little better. This is Mondale Robinson, right? He's mayor of, here, let me look this up. Sorry, I don't want to get it wrong. I know I'm going to get it wrong. Mayor Mondale Robinson. Let's see here. Where is he? The mayor of, is he the mayor of Raleigh, North Carolina? Let's see here. Mayor of Raleigh. No, that ain't it. What the fuck? That ain't him. Images. That's him right there. I just want to make sure I get the town that he's mayor of right. So visit. Let's see. Mondo. Black Project. It's gonna say. Is it gonna tell me? Wow. How it should never be this. Trying to figure out where he's the mayor of. I typed in Wikipedia. Let's see it. I know he's the mayor. Enfield, the mayor of Enfield. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Enfield native Mondale Robinson come home to halt black pain and white supremacy. All right, so Enfield, but this is a gentleman who obviously, if you've watched any of his stuff, even for 2 seconds, you know that he holds very high ideals and very high beliefs, and very high standards in his life and who he attributes himself to and connects with, who he takes money from. So this is a TYT contributor telling you how he feels about what Cenk and Anna are doing, have done, and continue to do. So let me make sure you guys can see it. You guys can see it. And I just want you to hear a little bit of it. We're not going to go through the whole thing because we got a lot to get to, but I wanted you to hear it from the horse's mouth, basically, people inside TYT.
I will.
Oh, wow, bro.
No more content. I will be on no more shows. It's over for me. Like something just told me I have to say that. And I need to put it on Twitter. I need to text Cenk and Anna. Y'all can't call me for no more shows. I'm done with it. Yeah, in real life.
Pretty simple. Sounds pretty simple. And in the longer form of this, he goes into in depth into why he's made that decision. And it seems like it wasn't a decision he made before the show even started. Seems like a decision he made when everybody started talking about it. And he's on with Ben Dixon. This is Ben Dixon, also formerly of TYT. Who also has some strong words for Cenk and Anna and what they're doing and where they're taking TYT and what direction that's going. I'm not too familiar with the gentleman in the middle, but he seems very shocked to hear that Mondale is now saying he doesn't want nothing to do with Cenk and Anna no more. No content. Don't call me no more for no shows. Nothing. Don't call me. And he'll go on to explain why.
Serious?
I'm serious.
Damn, that's 100.
I tell people, past couple years I've been taking paychecks from TYT. At this moment, I feel disgusted by that, dog. I don't like where TYT is right now.
Disgusted by it. You know what I mean? He's not saying, we have our disagreements and they're good people, and he's fucking disgusted by what's going on. Disgusted.
TYT is starting to act like, listen, I'm telling people right now, I have not severed my relationship with TYT. I'm being a buck. So what I'm saying right now might just end that relationship.
Whoa.
No, I'm sorry, I gotta say.
It's the anniversary night, nigga. We're not doing the relationship ending.
Right. So you can pretty much tell that he didn't go into this podcast or this conversation that he's now having with the idea that he was going to quit TYT. So he's telling you right there, as of right now, I still am with TYT. I still receive paychecks from TYT. And he goes on to continue to, bring you through his mindset of what's changing it as he goes.
Tonight.
I'm with my family and I'm talking to our extended family. I don't really know what's going on over there, dog. Like I don't know if they had some kind of meeting or was it the Christmas party or what, where they decided that, we need to do what the Joe Scarborough did that cost them so many viewers, to say that we're going to cover Trump, Anna, and Cenk showing up in the way they showing up. It ain't worth for me. I'm never going to be quiet. So if they say, okay, you can't be on our shows no more, then I don't give a damn, because I'm not going to be quiet about the way that they're showing up right now. You took too much.
How are they showing up, Mondale?
Like MAGA, like an extension of damn Trump. Like, bro, this idea that these people ain't white supremacists, like normalizing Trump supporters as if they ain't racist, dog. I am not okay with this. I'm not gonna be good with Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski or Cenk or Anna or anybody pretending that these people aren't threatening our lives. I'm a black person first. They can keep that money for them videos. I'll go back to kissing my wife and not having to create videos in the afternoon. I don't care. It's not what I'm not comfortable. We should all be mad. That was the last beacon other than Democracy Now! And Free Speech TV.
That's
I'm talking about real progressive media. Y'all took too much money from the ethos. Y'all took too much money with too many billions of.
What did we talk about? What did we talk about? Their fucking Polymarket studio selling out shares to I think the guy's damn near a billionaire over there at TYT, right? Hiring fucking anti-labor lawyers to go after fucking. It's just we've heard stories about how they used to treat Hassan, whatever your opinions of Hassan are, Chang's nephew, when he started at TYT, and how he was pretty much exploited for his work over there. Doesn't matter what you think of him, but he still deserves to be fucking treated right, which is why he went on his own and became as successful as he is. And I think, it's ridiculous that this stuff is now just coming out, to tell you the truth. It's really been behind the scenes and behind it all along. In TYT, when I first started watching TYT, it's absolutely nothing like it is today. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? John Idarola has stayed the same. Fran Frio has stayed the same. She's fucking fantastic. If you haven't checked out her stuff, I think it's the Bituation Room. She's fucking Francesca is her name. She's fucking Francesca Frontini. I should say her whole name. I apologize. She's awesome. There are a lot of good people over there. And, Emma Vigland used to be over at TYT, and now she's at the Majority Port. She has a lot to say on this. And again, whatever your feelings are on these people, you should probably listen to what they have to say about the company that you used to work at, if you still follow TYT. I mean, I know a lot of you don't, but I'm trying to get this out there to the people that do. We're trying to expand. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get people out of the ethos like this gentleman is talking about. And make sure that we're acting right, and we're calling out people. That's why I'm trying to focus on the people on our side a little bit now, and maybe fucking culling the herd a little bit and getting some pressure onto the people on our side that seem to be caving to these fucking people. But I'll let them preach.
Of views to be doing what y'all doing.
J.R. Jackson, good call, Grumpy Cat. J.R. Jackson, another great one. Yep. Francesca is really good. There's a few of them over there. Like I said, there's a few of them over there, and I don't want to get them involved in this. It's obviously a sticky situation for them to get into, with it being their employer. So, a little respect on that one.
Right now. So I don't know who offered you a check or which check you're trying to get, but I'm disgusted by it as a contributor and a person who helped grow Rebel HQ, another money source for y'all, to over 1 million followers, dog. I average 30 million views a year on Rebel HQ myself. None of those views join my personal YouTube channel or nothing. So the pennies that they give me is not enough to make me sell my soul. I don't know what's going on. And if y'all are cool with it, I need to question y'all bona fides. And I'm not talking about YouTube personally. I'm talking about everybody who say they part of the Squirrel Gang, the Dragon Squad. I need to know what's going on. We should be asking these questions, dog. And we shouldn't be asking these questions with questions. We should be asking these questions with the lack of subscriptions.
That's right.
That's right. In that manner.
And we'll talk about that too. We'll talk about their, TYT subscription number and the number of views they've been getting on their channel. Again, people have been doing fantastic work pointing this out. I want to give credit where credit is due. This is, again, Ben Dixon's podcast, former TYT contributor, former TYT host. Like I said, the boys at the Vanguard have been doing a fantastic job calling out this shit. Majority Port, Kyle Kalinske, people like that. So again, I want to make sure I give my props to the people that are doing some fantastic work on this as well.
I don't give you enough to pay nobody's bill, but I subscribe at $100 a month. That's a big level from one person when you got over 1 billion views. I cannot spend that $100 a month to TYT. As long as they're acting as if Donald Trump followers aren't the same people who are trying to kill me and my wife. And that is not hyperbole. I live in segregated world because I'm still getting death threats. The FBI had to get involved to get me my email back because I was hacked by these people. In real life, in this cycle, I've never thought I would say thank you to an FBI agent. The FBI agent called me and was like,
So what he's talking about here, I do believe, and I'm sorry if I'm getting the story wrong, but like I said, he's a mayor And I do believe he did some work to take down Confederate statues in his town, which then led to death threats from white supremacists. Him and his wife, I believe, needed protection. That's what he's referencing here. Yeah. So obviously a serious situation for the guy and very near and dear to his heart.
In danger. Your wife can't travel by herself. So these people, and out of love and respect for my wife, I'm obligated to do it today. I'm asking real questions. Jake, Anna, and also TYT, what are we doing?
You know what I mean? So my thing is, for our viewers who have,
and this is kind of where they go into a little bit. I think they do try to explain to the whoever the middle gentleman is, because he doesn't seem to be too hip on the politics of it all. Which again, a lot of people aren't. We do have to remember that we're just much more involved than the average citizen with politics and what goes on in this stuff. So I know it's frustrating to us when we try to convey what's going on, and people just seem like they're going about their daily lives, but you can understand how people just kind of block it out and tune it out sometimes.
I've not watched that. Could we get some exacts, and maybe we can put that and compile that into what exactly? Because I like TYT. I'm over here I hate to be like this, but I'm over here kind of innocent. Whenever I turn on TYT, I see some shit that I like, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, because I don't watch them every day, all day. I don't watch.
No, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about TYT. I mean, there are great progressive ideologies on TYT, right?
Generally speaking, yes.
But you cannot disconnect TYT from Jake and Anna's behavior since this election happened.
That's
They've
right.
been posting.
So this is specific talking points that
these ain't talking points, but they doing videos, creating content, talking about, well, I met one person who changed my heart. He's a Trump voter, and he wasn't I don't care about that, dog.
That's Anna's story of a gentleman in her apartment complex or fucking gated neighborhood or wherever the fuck she lives, who befriended her, and he thought she loves him and he's a great guy, favorite guy in the whole fucking complex, and they went to an HOA meeting and somebody said something bad about Trump and he stood up and walked out because he was mad, and that's when she realized he was a Trump supporter, and it kind of changed her whole outlook on Trump supporters, and which is just fucking out of this world insane, because we've talked about this a million times. Not all people that support Donald Trump and not all Republicans are terrible, nasty, horrible racists that you can't talk to, right? A lot of us in this chat, almost every single one of us probably have somebody in their lives that they care about, love, converse with, socialize with, that is either a Republican, Trump supporter, or, just kind of on the fringe of both, right? And it's somebody that if you needed somebody, probably would help you. And it doesn't mean they're a shit person. We're talking about these specific people, the specific group of hardcore MAGA, racist, bigoted, hateful people that are intermingled with these, just on the fringe, don't really know what the hell is going on type of Trump supporters. Right. Well, I got everybody in the chat, unfortunately. Yep, coworkers, fucking family members, fucking everything. You know what I mean? Right. They're not all mad. It just, again, we have to live in reality, right? We can't just go out there. And I think a lot of the times, we kind of are like a bull in a china shop and, screw all Republicans. And I'm guilty as hell for this as well. I mean, I have no problem putting my right hand up and telling you when I do something wrong. And again, we have to make sure that we let these people know that we understand they're not all horrible, nasty people, but you have to understand that if you're not a horrible, nasty person, then why are you socializing? Or, why are not socializing, but why are you in the same group with the same beliefs as these other racists? You know what I mean? Even though you're not racist, but if the racists are on your side, you have a fucking problem, right? You should probably do a fucking double take and a think around if you stay, all of a sudden you're cheering at a rally and you see somebody with a fucking white supremacist tattoo on, you might be like, fuck, man, am I at the right joint? You know what I mean? But a lot of these people don't think about that stuff. So a little more of that.
What's going on? There have been real thought leaders, people who are professors at college who White Rule Rage was written this election cycle. And those brothers who wrote that, two white professors from the University of Maryland,
let's actually take a look at some of the evidence of what Mondale's talking about here. Oh, let me see if I can get this over to this screen. Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh geez. There it is. I'm gonna get this out of there. I'm gonna see if I can do Control S. That did not. That's nope. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. But this is all right. So we're gonna take just a few minutes of this. This is just further evidence of what Mondale's talking about, of what I'm talking about. People at the Vanguard are talking about. Kyle Klinsky, all these guys are talking about. It's not just we're not just making this shit up. Oh, did it start over? Come on. I already had it fucking lined up. All right, let me put this in the screen for you. Jesus Christ. I don't know why it does this. I had it all lined up at the spot that I wanted. And of course, this is our wonderful friend, Glenn Beck, whom we all know as a loving, caring, Obama hating, birther, fucking propaganda spreading, Trump ass kisser. The only thing he really has going for him so far is that he's managed to stay away from like sexual assault allegations, like his other cohorts at Fox and in the the same space that he's in. Bill O'Reilly, excuse me, sorry, a little tickle in my throat. Bill O'Reilly, $30 million. Anyways, so yeah, this is Glenn Beck, who we all know is just somebody that you can have a wonderful conversation with. Somebody we should really be open and honest and really, maybe let him in because he seems like a great guy, generous guy, right? Let me see if I can now find the fucking spot that I was at. It's after he has like some stupid commercial, which is right here. All right, here it is, right here. Play.
I think like we're like the cool kids now. I've never been at the cool kids table.
This is wild.
Let me just rewind this a couple of seconds here, because Glenn fucking Beck, who looks like fucking the KFC dude, right? Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh, I don't know why everything's white and he's got this ridiculous
800 the number 4 relieffactor.com.
Shut up.
Do you have
look at his stupid fucking 1942 boxing microphone that comes down from the ceiling. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Kasparian is now pandering to the right. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Hope that there's been a sea change. We're at the very beginning of it, but it's strange. I was just talking to Donald Trump. I was doing a fundraiser.
Right, really. I mean, just an unbiased guy, fucking, just somebody you can rely on to get unbiased news. The guy that's been talking to Donald Trump and about to do a fundraiser at Mar-a-Lago, or just did a fundraiser at Mar-a-Lago. Just a guy, an independent news source that you can really, really want to reach out to.
At Mar-a-Lago a couple of days ago, and I said, I think like we're like the cool kids now. I've never been.
Which is what the cool kids always have to say, right? That's typically, if you're the cool kids, that's what the cool kids have to say. You have to look around and say, are we the cool kids? You know what you have to say? If you have to ask, you probably can't afford it. If you have to ask if you're the cool kids, probably not the cool kids. Just saying. Probably not the fucking cool kids. Oh, man.
Been at the cool kids table.
This is wild. I look, I'm going to pause on saying the cool kids.
No.
I will say this.
But we've never been even near the cool kids. We're at the, we're in the hallway of the cool kids table. You know what I mean? I know that, but we've never, and he said, YMCA. How is YMCA?
What? You asked what? So you're talking about being the cool kids and he responded with the YMCA? All right, you're gonna have to fucking reel me in here, Glenn. Reel me back in because you fucking lost me on that one.
He's suddenly cool.
It's not just about
the YMCA is suddenly cool. I don't think there's been a time in history since that song has been made where that song is more fucking uncool than right now. But that's aside. That's aside.
That, you know, Trump is, and the audience hates when I say
an asshole.
Say this, but it's
a fucking money grubbing con man, fraudster, fucking philanderer, loves little girls, Jeffrey Epstein's best friend for over 20 years, stole classified documents, sexually assaulted E. Jean Carroll, lied about E. Jean Carroll, went on to defame E. Jean Carroll. What else did he do? Oh yeah, that whole time when he was in office where he fucked up the pandemic and resulted in over 1 million deaths, took $15 million from China, paid more in taxes to China than he did to the United States of America when he was president of the United States of America, had sex with a porn star 5 months after his wife gave birth on a golf trip, then paid said porn star to keep her mouth shut because it was going to ruin his chances to become president. Oh, I'm missing a few things. He's bankrupted more companies, almost as many companies as underage girls he's probably assaulted, allegedly. There's a few more things I'm missing in there. I can't think of what the fuck they may be. We'll get on to it. I think I covered a little bit of it at least.
It's just demonstrably true. He's funny. He's an entertainer. I mean, he was an entertainer before. You know, he was a politician.
And just, I mean, the qualities that we look for in a leader, right, guys? Right, is the first thing that we want to see in a leader is him being funny. That's what we need. We need somebody to laugh at in the office of the president of the United States of America. That's, of course, fucking, you know, rule number one. Rule number one in voting. Is he funny? Is he funny? That's the question that you ask. What the fuck are you talking about, Anna? What are you talking about? Because he was on the fucking Apprentice and you're like laughing at him on TV, he gives no credence to the fact that he should be the head of state for the United States of America.
Politician, that's for sure.
That's what also causes trouble for him.
It does. It certainly does. Yeah. But, you know, I think the reason why you're feeling how you're feeling about the perception of the Republican Party now versus, you know, in the Bush era.
Hang on just a second.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Republican Party because that's not cool. That'll never be cool. There's this new.
I'm glad you at least recognize that, Glenn.
New coalition of Trump, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK.
Jesus Christ, just saying it gives me the fucking chills. Like, it gives me a twitch every time somebody names the cabinet picks. Like, what? Who? Tulsi Gabbard, for RFK. Oh, Jesus. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? Tulsi Gabbard, known Russian propaganda spreader, met with fucking Bashar al-Assad twice with secret meetings. Bashar al-Assad then had to flee to Russia. They're giving us a circle of connection of Tulsi Gabbard, Russia, and Assad. Oh, jeez, I can't see how that would be an issue. I just can't see how that would be an issue. And who else did he name? Hold on, give me a second. Who else did he name? Thank you, Jerry. Slava Ukraini. Heroyam Slava. There he is right there. There he is. Let's go. Again, big news coming. I can't fucking wait to give you the show news. All right, let's see here. I just wanted to see who else he said.
Cool. That'll never be cool. There's this new coalition of Trump.
Yep, sexual assaulter.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Russia propaganda spreader.
RFK.
Fucking whack job psychopath. Philanderer again. Oh, there's more on that, but
Elon Musk,
the United States' biggest oligarch so far, just an absolute dipshit who steals other people's work, somehow passes it off as his own, lives off United States subsidies. Anybody else you want to name?
People that are coming from all different points of view. It's the way America that I grew up in.
It is. It's the America that you grew up in the 50s when Russian spies were infiltrating the United States government. So, I mean, why not go back to the norm, right? I mean, why don't we just go back to the cars that we had in the 50s, right? Why don't we just go back to, the rules and regulations of the road of the 50s and smoking and drinking and driving and seatbelts and stop signs and fucking lights and shit? That was safe, all right? That was better. That was just a better time. Better fucking time. So, we're back to it. Congratulations, Gramps. You've won a Russian spy.
It's the way America was. We disagree on a lot, but we have one central vision, and that is, in this case, end this corruption, end this nonsense.
Yes, yep. And the people to do it, Cash Patel. Sorry, I can't even say it. I can't even say it with a straight face.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's
Yes, Anna. Agree with it. Agree. Don't call it out. Don't say the people that you just named are fucking insane. Don't call out any of the fucking, radical shit that they're trying to do, or the stuff that has happened in their past and their personal lives. Don't just agree. That's all you got to do. It's easy. It's just easy because you don't want to not be invited back to Glenn Beck's show. It's the whole point. You want to try to steal some of their viewers, even though none of these people. That's another thing. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but you're not getting any of these fucking hardcore people to come over to TYT. I'm sorry, fucking Anna. I don't care how hard you pander. I don't care how many boots you lick or how many fucking taints you kiss. These people ain't coming to TYT to watch you. They're not. All you're doing is losing your own audience. All you're doing is losing your own. And I haven't watched it in years, but I just want to make sure the people that are watching them now, make sure they know what they're getting.
great way of putting it. And, the CEO and my co-host, Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks, he is really trying to bring like a populist coalition of people together.
Yep. Right. Yep. This populist coalition of the guy that owns Polymarket, even though you can't really legally use it in the United States. We're going to name our studio after that, even though we already took money from our viewers several years ago to get the studio built. Now we're going to, off the backs of that, we're going to take money from large investors and give them shares in the company. But we're going to make sure that we're populist. It's a populist movement. It's a populist. I'm going to suck up to Elon Musk on Twitter to make sure that my tweets about, how bad the left are and why they're talking about trans issues so much and the fucking homeless guy that assaulted me. Make sure you boost that up so everybody sees that and everybody likes it. Donald Trump Jr. likes it and all these fucking assholes like it. It makes you feel good, right? Makes you feel good. But it doesn't mean shit.
And individuals, basically Americans who see the rot in our political system thanks to the corruption. And so it's been his top issue ever since I've met him. And so he's been trying to get money out of politics. So these politicians.
I'm sorry, Anna. When Cenk ran for president, who did he accept money from? Let's see if I can just find Cenk. Fuck, I can't spell for shit. Well, I can, but I can't type for shit. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna play it, but I'll throw up the headlines for you. Let it load. That'd be great. Here we go. Let's see. Share this tab instead. Again, like I said, great reporting by the boys on the Vanguard. And this is Cenk Uygur says he will take super PAC money, begs for billionaire cash in Crystal and Kyle interview. But again, he's a populist, wants to get money out of politics. I think he goes on to say he doesn't want, it would handicap him, basically. He wouldn't be able to. You didn't do shit anyway, so you might as well have stayed true to your beliefs and ideals. People would have at least respected you more. You had no fucking shot to begin with, but you could have gained a lot of respect if you did what you said you were fervently believing in doing and other people doing, but you didn't. You didn't. So now you got this you're on this right-wing tour. Jake's going on every fucking show, like I said last week. Anna's making the rounds on all the fucking shows, trying to pander and get over there because they're seeing their numbers on their videos. Just a little more of this, and then we'll take a look at the, what a channel of 6 million fucking subscribers. How many views do they get on their videos? Does it line up? Does it match up? Does it make sense? Probably not. All right, a little more of this.
Actually represent.
Nice if you could see it.
As opposed to what a small group of corporate executives want. And I think that's really the key in fixing what's broken in our political system. The other thing is, I mean, look, members of Congress really should see themselves as public servants as opposed to individuals who are elected into office just to enrich themselves.
All of them should be.
So we have to ban their ability to trade individual stocks. I mean, this is madness that they're able to do this.
Ban the trading of stocks.
All right, hold on. Let me see. I think there's a little like.
I love watching streams of city council meetings because that's how.
Okay, maybe that's one of the problems.
Government has nothing to do with it. The Supreme Court has ruled with it. I don't think you can legislate morality. I think the problem with
preach
the abortion case is on the right side.
She gets into
so you'll have the majority of the Democratic Party in the Senate in particular pretend like they're all on board with Biden's agenda and the idea of having Medicare negotiate drug prices.
We have the same problem in the Republican Party, by the way.
Not Dick Cheney, which was honored by his
I know,
which disgusted me.
So, but I think.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, you can understand why people are turning their backs on the Democratic.
Oh, here we go. That was good. Yeah, why are the people turning their backs on the Democratic Party?
Understand why people are frustrated at the corruption, at the loss of $24 billion that was allocated to help the homeless when homelessness only exploded during that time. And that money is now unaccounted for. It was funneled to nonprofits whose
I'm sorry. All of a sudden, Anna, like, she has to throw in just a little bit for the people watching, right? For the people that are picking it apart. She's got to stay somewhat. She's got to throw somewhat of her ideas in there because she can't make the total leap and then go back to fucking TYT and start saying this same shit, right? She can't. The viewers ain't stupid. The people that are watching that show, they're not fucking stupid. You know what I mean? They know they can tell when somebody's, giving you talking about why the trans commercials and the trans fucking issues were the reasons, and how we're making it our ideals. She says in this. I want to try to find that part, but I'm not going to take the time to scroll through it. She actually tells it. We took these culture wars and instead of just making it like something that we believe in, we took it and made it like part of us and made it our deals. Again, do you guys remember at any point me going on about fucking sex change operations for criminals or people that come into this country illegally? Have I been advocating for any of that? I think my position on trans women in men's sports is pretty clear. It should be on a case-by-case basis. Clearly, not every man was made stronger than a woman, and clearly not every woman is weaker than a man. You know what I mean? So if the league gets together, or the heads of the league, or whatever sport it is, get together and they say, look, this kid has no physical advantages to the rest of the competitors. He's even she's even smaller than the people she's competing against, or obviously she's got no size or weight or height advantage, then fucking compete. If it's something where you're 6'7" and you're trying to compete with people that are a lot smaller and stuff, I think there's an issue. I don't think it should be. This is not like a we need a federal mandate on this at this fucking point in time. I think it should be on a case-by-case basis. Let the rules of the league, let the people, the heads of the league come together. The teams, let the teams approve or disapprove and go like that. I don't see why that's so fucking hard to do. I don't think it's a huge fucking problem. Like I said, that we need like a federal fucking mandate on it. And it sure as fuck wasn't like a huge thing that Kamala Harris or Joe Biden were pushing in the run up to the election. And it certainly wasn't on channels like this one. And I mean, of course, we support trans rights in the LGBTQIA. Of course, absolutely. But it doesn't mean that doesn't mean that was the main focus of our election push. That it's ridiculous to say that was the main fucking issue. So, all right, let's just get into, I want to look at this for a second. Let's see here. And then we'll get into some juicy bits with Fetterman and Clyburn, and then we'll take a look at how Greg Kelly got himself in some serious trouble with Donald Trump. You're watching Blood Politics. I'm Boston Brian. Make sure you hit the like button, please. Thank you to the 6 honey that are watching at this point. I know it's Sunday. I know there's football on. I know this holiday's coming. I know people are doing shopping and this and that. So I appreciate you guys joining me on whatever device you are joining me on. Thank you so much. Drop some emojis in the chat. Mel spent a lot of time making graphics and emojis and getting the show put together. So let me see some of the emojis in the chat. Throw some comments in the chat. Fire it up. Make sure YouTube knows that you guys are here and conversing, getting down and dirty into the politics. Trying to call these people out. That's, I think, what I'm best at. I'm obviously not a political scholar. I only calls it as I sees it. I know right from wrong. I know fucking a stupid move when I see it. I know a fascist when I see it, because my love and passion in studies of World War II has taught me a lot about the styles of propaganda, the usage of propaganda, the effects it has on the minds of the masses of people, how easily it can be to sway a mass of people if you can get them to believe a certain thing. So, Slav Ukraine, absolutely. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. All right, Vex, no worries. Take your time. All right, this is what I wanted to look at. Sorry. Let me just take this back a little bit. We'll do this. Oh, shit. I'm using my screen down here in case you're wondering why I'm looking at the floor. All right, this is, we could just do this. I don't know why that's ridiculous. So I'm gonna do this. I'm done with Anna. And let's just take a look. We'll just take a look at TYT's YouTube page, right? Let's just take a look at it together. And we'll see what their numbers look like, see what they're doing, and see if that matches up to a channel that has over 6 million subscribers. Okay, let me see if I can share this one. Present. Do this. Boom, 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 boom. Hit the stage. Do this. Oh, no, I will do that one. That's a good one. Or that one. Nope, not that one. That one? Or this one? Or this one? Or this one? All right, let me make it bigger so you can see it. Don't know how I can do that. I'll do this one then. How about that? I'll do this one so you can see it. All right, so this is The Young Turks. We'll go to their page. I'm going to get rid of this.
Every day, The Young Turks delivers 2 hours of solid, fact-based, timely news and progressive commentary on all the day's most important stories.
Shut up. All right, thank you. All right, so as we see here, The Young Turk. Can you see what I'm? Yes, you can see what I'm looking at. Just make it show. It says right here, The Young Turks, 6.07 million subscribers with 65,000 videos. They are the longest running news program online. We were the first to ever do it. First here ever online, right? So let's just take a look at some of their latest videos. We'll go to videos. All right. So 1 day ago, a channel with 6 million subscribers has 27,000 views on a video. The next one, 24,000 views. 99,000 views. We're getting a little better. 31. Wow, 31. Now let's just see here. Let's see who's comparable. Let's see who's comparable to that. Let's see. Hal Sparks, right? Hal Sparks is going on what? 80,000 subscribers? Around 80,000 compared to TYT's 6 million subscribers. Let's see. The Vanguard's right around, I want to say, are they just past 70? I think they just passed 70,000 subscribers. I would suggest that, both of them have done videos or do videos that get more views than some of these on TYT, a channel of 6 million subscribers. This one was 2 hours ago, has 7.4 thousand. If I do a good live stream, I could get 7.4 thousand views. I have 8,000 subscribers. What are we doing here? Right? And let's just go down the list. 1 day ago, 11K. 11 fucking K. You know what it says? These billionaires are sucking up to Donald Trump with donations. How fucking rich, TYT, is that? How fucking rich? The guys, Jenks sucking up to fucking Elon Musk, right? Sucking up to Donald Trump, kissing the ass of all these fucking right-wing podcasters with that have taken millions from Russian fucking state-funded Kremlin-backed fucking propaganda bullshit by Putin with tenant media. So who's sucking up Mr. Polymarket Studio? Excuse me? What the fuck? I wonder why that only has 11,000, because people are like, fuck you. 28,000, 50,000, 14, 71, 9.1. All right, let's just do this. We'll give them some love. Let's go to Vanguard. Let's go to the Vanguard. Go to their page. They have 74.2. They're on a fucking climb, right? They're doing well. Congratulations, guys. I think the other day they just passed 70, so they're really shooting to the moon, which well deserved, by the way. But let's just take a look. 74.2 thousand, right? So a million over 6 million subscribers shy. And look at this: 51,000, 74,000, 127,000, 48,000, 57,000, 39, 80, 108, 41, 36, right? Are we seeing a connection here? Are we seeing a connection? How is it possible? Are they real? Are they not real? Or are people just not watching anymore, just not unsubscribing? Do you know what I mean? I don't know what TYT was up to at their max and what they've gone to. Actually, can you go to that? Can you, let's see here. Let's just see if I can do. Can you go to the channels like analytics? Is that a thing?
Every day, the young Turks delivers
Shut the fuck up. Join more. Can you go to analytics on this? I don't know. See, 6.1 subscribers, share channel, views. No. I wonder if you can, but I don't know how to do it. But I'd be funny. It'd be interesting to see like what their subscriber count has done. You know what I mean? If what their max was, what it's done after the election, what it's done since their push to the right and stuff like that. So, again, how a channel can, I didn't see any view number from TYT in the channels in the videos that we looked at over 100,000. 99 was the highest, I think. We saw at least 3 or 4 from the Vanguard alone. Again, a channel with under 100,000 subscribers. So shout out to the Vanguard once again. You boys are killing it. Fucking great work you're doing over there. And again, anybody that likes some passionate progressive fucking media, I definitely would recommend checking them out. So to the moon we go. To the moon we go. Like fucking Hal always says, rising tide lifts all boats, and I'm fucking all for it. Anybody that we can lift up and prop up and get boosted and they can lift other people up would be fucking fantastic. And again, show note coming up. I'll wait till the end. You gotta think about viewer, how the length of how long you watch, like you're making a YouTube video. You can't give away everything in the beginning. You gotta make sure you drag them to the end a little bit. But let's do this. Let's get into these assholes. Let's do this one. Let me I'm gonna open this. No, I'm gonna stop that. And then I'm going to bring it to this screen. Shut up. All right, here we go. Share this tab instead. Can you see this? All right, now we're going to talk about Jimmy Clyburn. We're going to talk about Democrats, again, bending the knee, coming out with just ridiculous ideas out of nowhere that benefit nobody but Donald Trump, even though he doesn't fucking need it anymore. Again, this is Jim Clyburn and his thoughts on, I believe he was on to talk about Joe Biden's pardon. This came out just, I think, a day after we did our last show. Yeah, 6 days ago. So, again, I'm trying to cover everything that happened since our last show. Apologies if you've already seen this, but for the people that haven't, I recommend you listening. Let's go to, I believe it was the 2-minute mark, if I'm not mistaken. All right, again. So, Jim Clyburn, his thoughts on
this weird scissor replacing gadget is quickly becoming the most popular Christmas gift.
Oh, that looks pretty good, actually. What the hell? Skip. All right, here we go.
On Tuesday, you were asked on CNN whether you thought President Biden should pardon Donald Trump. And I'm just going to ask you the question directly. Do you think that President Biden should pardon Donald Trump? And if so, why?
Yes, I do think so.
Oh. Oh. Come on, Jim. Come on, Jimbo. What's up, dude? What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing?
And I think he should pardon all of those people that have been.
Not just Donald Trump. Not just Donald Trump. All of those people. Who's all those people, Jim?
And accused and have been targeted so that we can clean the slate. We can have an air of.
Right, because we all know that's all it takes, right? That's all the political atmosphere in this country has been missing, Mr. Clyburn. I do appreciate you for giving us what we have been missing this whole time. All we need to do is just give them full immunity, right? That's just what we need to do. In order to unite this country, all we need to do is just give everybody that's committed crimes in the fucking government sphere just total immunity, give them a pardon, and we'll just, everything will clear up from there. Everything will smooth over. We'll start with a clean slate, as Jim Clyburn wants to. I'm going to try not to swear as much. But that is the most ridiculous friggin' thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't know where these people are coming with these ideas. I don't understand it. Why the change? Why the capitulation before the fight even starts? We are still in power right now. He has not taken the office. He has not taken the oath yet, right? What are we talking about? What are we doing here as people on the left?
Possibilities for the future. If we keep digging at things of the past, I'm not too sure the country will not lose its way. Now, remember,
I'm sorry to break it to you, brother, but the country has lost its way. When a 34-count felon credibly found liable of sexual assault, the con man, fraudster, again, like everything I said, when he gets into power for the second fucking time, when he becomes president for the second fucking time, and now he's bringing in Elon Musk as an oligarch, people to run the DOJ, the DOD, the National fucking Department of Intelligence. He's infiltrating every one of our governmental fucking, what are they called? Fucking, Jesus Christ. Department. Sorry. Couldn't think of the word. We're broken. We're broken. It's broken, brother. It is fucking broken. We are broken. We're doing our best now as progressive media, as fucking independent media to try to fix it, to get people to realize why it's broken, how it's broken, and what we can do to fix it, not to capitulate.
President Trump.
We need to fight louder. We need to get louder and just say these people will not do it. Right? Even if you think you agree with some of their policies, even if you think they're going to do something, call them fucking out, right? And make them do it. Tell them you don't fucking believe them. Tell them they're fucking liars and frauds and con men. You won't do it. People that are trying to say they're going to get the money out of the Pentagon, guarantee you don't. Bet you fucking don't, because you've never done anything to help anybody but yourself in your life before. Why are you going to fucking start now? Let's get loud and proud. Let's not fucking sit back, right? Let's start fucking kicking in some doors, right? Let's start making some fucking front teeth stop missing on some Nazis, and let's fucking get this party fucking started.
Has been indicted, has been convicted on state crime. Also, please remember that the United States Supreme Court has given him immunity. And so I'm asking people who question my thought on this to explain to me how he would be any more insulated by this pardon than he seems to be already be by the United States Supreme Court.
Which begs the question, why the fuck would you do it? And I'm sorry, pardon my French. I'm going to try not to swear as much. But goddamn, you literally just said it won't do anything anyway. It does not fucking matter per the laws and rights afforded to him by the Supreme Court. Why do it? Why do it? Just, we're being nice. Maybe he'll be nice to us. Let's give him an apple. Maybe he will give us an apple. Like, what are we doing here, people?
With this immunity.
Well, Congressman, then that would beg the question, why even bother to give him a pardon if he already has immunity from the Supreme Court?
because I think Joe Biden will be demonstrating what he's always demonstrated to me.
Wrong.
That he loves this country
Wrong.
more than anything else
Wrong.
other than maybe his family. He wants to
Wrong.
see this country going forward. He doesn't want to see us
Wrong.
keep digging into the past, but moving forward. So I think it would give a tremendous opportunity for him to demonstrate that kind of concern.
How much do you want to capitulate? How much do you want to give to this man? We already upheld all the ridiculous traditions of the transfer of power, the sit down with him, the fucking dinners. I mean, why? What are we doing? Makes absolutely no sense to me. It's like he's given up, right? Look at him. He just, even the way he's in that cheese, just give him a fucking pod. I'm done with this shit. I don't even think this is fucking gonna work no more. I'm like, pardon him. I'm done. Maybe we'll come together. Maybe we won't. I don't have much time anyway. I don't give a fuck.
Concern for the future of the country.
Well, Congressman Clyburn, this might be the one and only time we will ever disagree on a subject. Let me get your.
Why? And then he's not even the only one. Hey, let's look at this asshole too. I'm not going to waste your time on that one. But yeah, take a look at this fucking asshole. I'm so sick of, let's see here. I'm so sick of, come on. Oh, here he is. I'm so sick of people that we supported and defended in fucking put our words on the line for, all of a sudden turn around and basically just kicking us in the nuts. Let me see if I can bring this over to you guys here. Oh, shut up. This is John Fetterman, right? Who, oh my God. Excuse me, sorry. Shit, well, how many things are playing right now? There's about 100 things playing. All right, I'm going to start this over. And this is just, the strong man that is John Fetterman, right? Even after his medical event, right? We've touted him as a fighter for our values. We've excused his appearance on the floor. We've done pretty much everything we could do to show respect and back John Fetterman. And what has he done in return? The man has totally just abandoned what he believed and abandoned the people that supported him. I'm not saying that we were all huge Fetterman fans, but if anybody said anything about his appearance, I can guarantee you that we were like, listen, probably not the way I'd go about it, but let the guy, whatever, as long as his policies are good, I don't give a fuck what you dress like, right? And as a matter of fact, we probably need some fucking more normal people that dress more normal and get rid of these fucking suits in there. People that actually know what the fuck's going on in everyday life and don't live in their fucking gated communities, right? But anyways, it's the policies and their ideas and their beliefs that we care about, right? Not their appearance. Since then, he's pretty much, I don't know, he's opened a Truth Social account. He's advocated for Donald Trump's fucking pardon, just like Jim Clyburn. And again, he's had the opportunity. Here's his opportunity. When Newsmax caught up with him in the hallway, right? And let's see if he gave some strong words. Let's see if he gave some strong words about, the situation with Kash Patel, Christopher Wray stepping down, what Donald Trump's doing with his cabinet. I'm sure he's got some strongly worded message for the people. Let's see if I can find, I don't care about. All right, let's go. Here we go. Make it bigger. Play. No, for Christ's sakes. Yeah. I know. Sorry.
Breathe.
I
And
know you couldn't
let's take
see
a
it. My
listen
bad.
to Democratic Senator John Fetterman here just moments ago.
Well, we're taking it one day at a time here. Later today, I'm meeting with Mr. Hegseth, and I met with.
Meeting with Pete Hegseth. Okay, so what? So again, please, can anybody explain to me what is the reasoning behind somebody on the left even taking a meeting with Pete Hegseth at this point? What are you hoping to learn in that meeting about Pete Hegseth that might change your mind? or are you just again kowtowing and going through the roles and in just going through the motions of what's supposed to happen? Again, any Democrat that votes for Pete Hegseth's nomination, I will officially burn down my fucking social media accounts coming after you. I will make sure that everybody knows what a fucking fraud you are and how everything you've said in the past is absolute horse shit. I just want to put that out there. I want to make sure everybody knows that's on the Democratic side in government. Anybody that votes for somebody like Pete Hegseth, anybody that votes for any of these nominees, the wrath of people on the left will come down upon you, obviously, politically.
Stefanik yesterday.
But again, yeah, here's John Fetterman's strongly worded message to everybody. Here he is. Here he is. Here's his chance.
And now that's part of a process here. And that's pretty much part of any senator at this point.
What's your reaction to Director Wray leaving, new leadership potentially coming in?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Perfect. Perfectly said. Couldn't have done better myself, John. That was perfect. Awesome. That was, just what we need. Just what we need on our side. A strongly worded message. I don't know. Does anybody feel the same way I do about that shit? Like, it doesn't seem like he cares, right? Doesn't seem like he cares. And then again, he's doing shit like this. Let's see if I can pull this up. Let me share this instead. Right? This is what he's doing. This is what he's doing. This is what he's spending his time doing. Here, let me see if I can get the volume up.
Coming up this weekend. In this office, we already know that Steelers clearly are going to win.
Oh, good. At least we got your fucking picks for the Sunday NFL fucking lineup, John. I'm so happy that you decided to give us your fucking betting picks. Right? Don't mind everything else that's going on with Pete Hegseth, Kash Patel, and the rest of these fucking people. Pam Bondi, Keith, fucking asshole that's going to be the envoy to fucking Ukraine. All of these, every single one of them, right? And what's John thinking about? All right,
I'm a gigantic fan of Mayor Parker,
Donald Trump,
and of Philadelphia, and I'm saying, hey, if you want to bet. Now, of course, it's also very clear.
Is this sponsored? Is he doing an ad? Is this a fucking ad read?
Sheets, Wawa.
It is. Oh my God, I didn't know it was. Oh my goodness. I thought it was just him giving his picks. He's doing a fucking ad read in his office. Country's being taken over by fucking maniacs and oligarchs, and this guy's sitting in his office giving fucking ad reads. All right, that's what we need. This is good from our politicians. This is good. This is what we need. It's not bad enough that every single politician basically stops a campaign and then starts running their next campaign trying to get fucking fundraising with actually no policy being presented or signed into law in between. But again, I'm glad people are working on our side.
Mayor Parker, what do you think? Who's going to win this weekend?
Well, I think the fucking Donald Trump and his cronies are winning right now. And unless you get up off your fucking ass and do something about it and start telling people what the dangers are, I think we're going to get rolled the fuck over, unfortunately. So let me get rid of him. Sorry about that. On to the next. I mean, it's just example after example after example of Democrats kowtowing where you didn't think they were going to. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like if you were in the military and all of a sudden you went into battle with the hardened group of people that you've seen fucking battle with before. You know them, you know their ins and outs, you know they're going to be behind you, you know to move, you don't have to say anything, you don't even really have to communicate because you know where each other are going to be. And then as soon as you get into the battle, the guy's like, all right, I'm good, throws the gun down, runs to the other side, fucking takes off his helmet, and he's like, whatever, they're not that bad, right? Not that bad. I mean, they'll probably chop at least 3 heads off. Maybe they'll save the rest of us. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? What happened? Like, what the fuck was that all about? We were fighting before. Now we're not. Now you're just giving up. I'm not. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now. I ain't giving up because
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
Right. So you know what I mean. As everybody should.
Fucking Nazis.
Yes, they are. Every single one of them. And I'm sorry to have to bring that to you. What else we got here? What else we got? Oh, this one. A good message. This is a good message for Cenk and John Fetterman. Let's see, Jim Clyburn, anybody proposing that Donald Trump should get a pardon, anybody kowtowing to Kash Patel, the fucking fake Doge bullshit. This is for you.
Go fuck yourself.
And thank you. All right, so next on the list is going to be, I think we'll finish off with Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly. Holy shit, how do you mix those two up? My apologies. One's not even close to the other. But Greg Kelly. I just want to make sure we got everything. That one. What's this one? Mel sent. Trump picks Truth Social CEO Devin Nunes to lead Intelligence Advisory Board. Oh, that's great. Let's see. Bring that up for just a second for you guys so you can stay informed, right? Oh, that's not it. Fucking grab the wrong one. All right. Let's see here. Share this tab instead. I'm going to go to you, and then I'm going to go to you. All right. Trump picks Truth Social CEO Devin Nunes to lead Intelligence Advisory Board because we all know if Devin Nunes has one thing, it's intelligence. Mr. I'm going to sue a cow. Mr. I'm going to run Truth Social into the fucking ground. Mr. I'm going to leave my job as a fucking in Congress to lick and smell and sniff and wipe the taint of Donald Trump for pennies on the dollar. Nunes, the former House Intelligence Committee chair, will continue to lead the company while he serves on the advisory board. President-elect Donald Trump on Saturday named him to the CEO's Truth Social platform as chairman of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board. I'm pleased to announce, Nunes, a key Trump ally, intelligence. Nunes released a memo in 2018 alleging an FBI conspiracy against Trump and raising questions about the Bureau's surveillance of one of Trump's 2016 campaign aides. The memo received pushback from some Democrats who called it deliberately misleading. That's so. Again, I'm glad that Fetterman's in his office giving fucking ad reads. That's really appreciated at a time where every single facet of the government is being infiltrated by Donald Trump and his cronies. But let's go to this. Let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun to end the show. We got about 19 minutes, about 20 minutes. Let's see here. Let's give you the. Oh, I can pull it up here. Here we go. So this is an article from Mediaite, right? I think we all remember Greg Kelly's. Let me see if I can show this for you. I'm going to do this. Maybe this one's better so you can see it. Yeah. All right. Sorry about the ads. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, can I click off them? I don't know. Yeah, I can click off. Right. That one's gone. That one's gone. Jesus Christ. They're all over the joint. Look at them. I'm being infiltrated by ads. All right, so this will result in termination. Newsmax bans criticism of Pete Hegseth after Trump fumed over host attack. So this is, I think we remember, I think even Hal played the clip of Greg Kelly talking about how Pete Hegseth is, kind of screwed, basically, as far as his nomination. He should probably give up. He's young. He's got a full career ahead of him. Why would he waste it on this type of thing? And immediately got a call from Donald Trump. Let me just read just a little bit of this. Newsmax instructed the staff to lay off Pete Hegseth, the Fox News host Donald Trump nominated to serve as Secretary of Defense. Get the fuck out of here with these ads. It's ridiculous. Greg Kelly, who helms at the 9 p.m. hour on Newsmax, tore into Hegseth last week, calling him blackmailable because of his baggage and arguing he hasn't done nearly enough for MAGA to earn the top job at the Pentagon. Soon after the segment, Trump's team got in touch with Newsmax CEO Chris Ruddy to express the president's-elect's displeasure with the commentary, multiple sources told Mediaite. 3 sources said that Trump also called Ruddy directly to complain about the segment through Newsmax disputed this. In a statement, the network said President Trump never called Mr. Ruddy about the Hegseth nomination, and he never expressed dissatisfaction with Greg Kelly's show in any way. Bullshit. Either way, word made it to Newsmax that Trump was furious. One insider said that Ruddy was shook after the word came when Trump was displeased. That sparked action at the network. Sources say on Friday, Chief Operating Officer Elliot Jacobson convened staff at its New York headquarters to issue guidance at one of its sources described as an aggressive, panicked tone. Jacobson said that the on-air coverage of Hegseth needed to focus on the positive. The source said Jacobson told the staff that if the guest brings up head sex, host should explain to the viewers that the claims against him are allegations and then pivot. So, again, Greg Kelly and the people at Newsmax in a little bit of hot water when it comes to Donald Trump. So you can definitely, you can definitely think that it's going to be a little more even more pandering going forward. They're going to try to get back on the good side, get on the good graces of Donald Trump. But I found this pretty funny that Greg Kelly got everybody at Newsmax in trouble. And then speaking of Greg Kelly, let me get rid of this one. That one's all done. That one's all done. All right, let's take a look at this one. This is funny. This is Greg Kelly. And he thinks he's got the answer, folks. He's going to tell us. Stop it. He's going to tell us exactly what's the link. Oh, Jesus. Crying out loud. It plays in so many places. All right, let me do this. Share this tab instead. Make sure you can see it. Let me do this one. Let me do this one. That one's better. Oh, can I put it? I didn't even have the flag up. Nobody told me I didn't have the Ukrainian flag up. What's going on, guys? Gotta let me know. Gotta let me know. I didn't have nothing up. My name. Oh, Jesus. What's slacking here? All right. This is Greg Kelly. As Hal would describe him, the most miserable man on the internet. As I would describe him, the most can't say words on YouTube, but anyway, he is just a smoldering pot of stupidity, right? Not a fucking brain cell to be found in this man's head. Made it where he is because of his father. Somehow made it through the military. Don't ask me how. I don't know what he smoked or did after that to get him to where he is now, but the man is just off his rocker. He really is. And let's just hear some of what Greg Kelly's been talking about. I think he's going to. What's the name of this? Greg Kelly exposes the FBI's dirty game on J6 with new report. All right, give it to us, Greg. Expose the FBI for us.
Really, really weird. What the hell are these things and where are they coming from?
Jesus Christ. Here we go. Greg Kelly with the fucking drones now. What's his theory? Video
of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights.
I've seen plenty of drones online and in real life. These things are not ordinary drones.
Oh, for crying out loud. Right now, there's some rich asshole with the means to do this, laughing his ass off. Just like, oh my God, I can't believe I created this fucking panic, right? Who knows? Nothing happened. Why everybody's so fucking up in arms? I don't know. They flew over. It's like they have lights on them, so they weren't like, again, if it was like an adversarial thing where I ran or fucking somebody was doing it, do you think they'd put fucking blinking lights on them so everybody could see it? Or do you think they'd just send over a fucking silent, blacked out drone to do whatever business they wanted it to do? I mean, are we thinking here, people? Are we thinking here? Why they all got blinking lights? Why do you think you saw them? you think you're gonna see the drone that comes for you? Chances are you're not gonna. But anyway, let's go.
And
again, if it's the military, you're not gonna know anyway. You think the military is gonna come up? Yeah, that was us. That's our new shit that we were flying over Mar-a-Lago to as defense. But we're gonna tell everybody the capabilities and what it was. Of course not.
Not helicopters and they're not airplanes either. Something's going on in New Jersey and beyond. What's in New Jersey? Sensitive military facility?
Oh my goodness. Yes. The most populated airspace in the fucking world almost. Over Boston, New York, New Jersey. What did he say? Secret military bases?
And Donald Trump's summer home, Bedminster. Meanwhile.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I said Mar-a-Lago. My bad. I meant Bedminster. My apologies.
Our government, not helpful at all.
This is his lead. This is his lead into January 6th. He's going to tell us that the government's lying to us, and then he's going to tell us how they also lied to us about January 6th.
Actually, they have a very peculiar message. Don't worry about anything, but we have no idea.
I can't even look at his fucking face. I swear I can't. It's so funny. His facial expressions, everything he does, his mouth movements are fucking the most ridiculous things I've ever seen from a presenter on camera. I just can't sometimes with him.
Idea what's going on. Right? And this is what...
Right?
We call, I think, an oxymoron. Emphasis on the moron, okay?
Those aren't triangle lights. It seems to be 4 lights, as with most drones you see. with 4 rotors.
The explanations have been contradictory, legalist.
When do you talk about January 6th, and why is this labeled as January 6th? I thought you were talking about January 6th. I don't give a fuck about these things. Let's see. Does he talk about January 6th ever? What is this about? Come on, give it to me, Greg. Give it to me.
Community.
Give it to
Very
me.
high maintenance. You got to treat them just right, or they will sabotage the American people.
Let me tell you, you take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you. So even for a
They fucking love bringing up this cup like he's talking about private citizens.
practical, supposedly hard-nosed businessman, he's being really dumb to do this.
In January 2017, just before the democratically elected President Trump to take office, the intelligence community declared war on a duly elected president. If only they focused.
No, they didn't.
Focused on their jobs, right? Keeping America safe and not screwing up.
How did we get to 9/11? How the fuck, like, does he know what the title of this video is? Is his producers actually, did they watch this video? How did they come up with this title? Greg Kelly exposes the FBI's dirty game on J6 with new report. And then in the fucking, in the where they talk about what's going on in the show, talk about drones flying over the New Jersey and New York area. Discuss the detailed answers about the drone sightings. The last thing he talks about is, all right, so maybe it's in here somewhere. Holy shit. No, he doesn't talk. Oh, here we go. For the last, let's see. He's going to tell us for the last minute and 30 seconds, basically. He's going to talk about it. So that's why it's the title of the video. Here we go.
On January 6th, but they locked him up. How much time did he get in prison after he pled guilty? He was forced to plead guilty. 70.
Let's see here. Sentenced to 75 days in prison, 2 years of supervised release, 60 days of home confinement. What were the charges? Should we look up what the charges were? Is he going to tell you what the charges were? What happened? So let's see here. What was it? What was the guy's name? We're going to do Captain Christopher Kuhn. Let's do it here. Captain Christopher Kuhn. Fucking weird name. All right, let's see here. Case explained right here. Case explained. I'll show this to you so we can go through it together. Here we go. I know it's a little... I'll make it bigger so you can see it. How's that? Let me get rid of this. I can do that. All right, so Christopher is a war hero and American patriot. He came to join his 50-year-old father and husband, disabled war man, turned into duty to return to Purple Heart. Was represented by, let's see, charges explained here. Christopher Kuhn was charged along with the Kansas City Proud Boys group for their participation in the January 6th protests in the Capitol building. 6 defendants, half of whom were not members of the Proud Boys. Christopher Kuhn was not a member of the Proud Boys, along with the 2 other defendants, but he just hung around with them. You know, the good guys. He just hangs around with the good guys. He's not really in the group. He doesn't have the tattoo yet, right? He didn't receive his yellow shirt and bandana, basically, is what's going on. We're charged with the following offenses: obstruction of Congress under 18 U.S.C., conspiracy to commit an offense under the United States obstruction of Congress, impeding law enforcement during a civil disorder, entering and remaining in a restricted building under 18 U.S.C., disorderly conduct in a restricted building under 18 U.S.C. One of the defendants, a Proud Boy member, was also charged with additional assault with firearms charges. I thought there was no guns, but those charges did not extend to the others in the group. His case was out. All the charges against were dismissed except one, which he pled guilty to, impeding law enforcement during a civil disorder. The court found that when Mr. Kuhn entered the building and assisted a Proud Boy government informant in moving a podium underneath a gate door to keep the gate up, a gate which police had attempted to close a few minutes prior, that act obstructed law enforcement in the performance of their duty, since the officers had wanted the gate to remain down. I think that's pretty fucking reasonable, right? Christopher was sentenced to 75 days incarceration, was with self-surrendering the following month, as well as 2 years supervised release and 60 days of home confinement during that time. No issues with that. Literally in the Capitol building during a riot, obstructing what the police are trying to do. You receive 75 days, and then you got to do some shit afterwards. Cry me a fucking river.
25
Thank you for your service, but fuck you for what you did on January 6th. Simple as that.
5 days in prison. So whatever he did could not have been that bad, right? Look at what happened when the FBI showed up at his house.
Okay, so they're performing an entry into a known military service member who probably has, they probably have intel that he has firearms in the house, right? Not sure how that's going to go. They obviously have protocol in the way they do it. I'm just saying, I think he's going to try to say that they, overextended their power on this one.
Moving.
Look, they got the family outside.
I'll tell you when you bring it in. Yep.
Crying baby. How many?
Oh no, Greg, crying baby. Not that. I mean, guess what? He probably shouldn't have entered the Capitol on January 6th. Probably could have saved his kid a lot of this fucking trauma that he's now going through, seeing the FBI barge into his house because his dad's a fucking a criminal and decided to hang out with the Proud Boys, decided to march down to the Capitol, decided to enter the Capitol, decided to obstruct police inside the Capitol during a fucking riot, during trying to certify an election. Maybe he should have done that, and his kid wouldn't be crying, Greg. Have you thought of that?
How many stormtroopers came in? Did you count?
What stormtroopers? Oh man! But if this was somebody on the left, right, for doing God knows what, Greg would be fucking sitting on a tent in his chair, basically, right? He'd be sitting on a fucking bike with no seat. He'd love it.
Was it 6? Was it 7? One more time, and that crying baby and that woman right there, the wife, is actually.
No, I'm not going to let you show it one more time, Greg. I'm just not going to let you show it one more time. All right, how do I go back to this? That. All right, we're back. We are back. All right, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Again, a lot of. Let me get to the, and obviously we're going to get to everybody that contributed to the show, all the super chats, everybody that reached a milestone as a channel member. There's a Venmo link up here that you can take a picture of. Send me $1, $2, 50 cents, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to grow this with your support and your support only, not doing ads, not doing anything like that. And, grow this in a in organic fashion. And it's not going to be done without the help of you. All right. So announcements. Thank you to the people that stayed to the end. Here are the show announcements. So what we're going to do, Blunt Politics is now also adding a show during the week. We're going to do Wednesday nights. We're going to do 7:30 to 9:30. We're going to see how that works. All right. We know that Hal's on till 8. So hopefully when Hal's done at or around 8, he can then, kick his, not kick, but, throw his viewers over. And then we can have another great episode of Blunt Politics on Wednesdays and also Sundays. You're going to love this first episode. I can guarantee you that, because we got a great guest for the first episode. The first Wednesday show, we have none other than Fred Wellman coming to Blunt Politics for a great discussion. He's going to be joining me live. The show starts at 7:30. I think I might do like a little bit of entry. He might come on I might tell him to come on around 8 or something like that. That way the people that are watching Hal's show can finish Hal's show and come over and still get the full interview. So Fred Wellman, fantastic human being. Let's see here. We can even go to this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'll give you a little bit. It says here, just read you a little bit about. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Says he's a. This is just from reading from his Twitter page. He's an Army combat vet, host of On Democracy Pod. So make sure you're checking out the On Democracy Pod on Midas Touch, and On the Line with @Vote Vets. Vote Vets is a great organization putting out fucking. Some fantastic content. They were going at the Fox News in military bases. They had some of that. He's the national chair for Forgotten Democrats. He's just a fantastic human being. He does great work. Check out his stuff on Midas Touch, and definitely come on Wednesday night so you can check out our discussion with Fred. So I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to see you guys a little bit more. I'm excited to get into the space a little bit more and break into it, and hopefully we add more shows and more shows and more shows, and that's how I want it to go. So I really do appreciate it. Let's get to the chat. Vinny, thank you so much. Let's see it. Tish, how are you? Mozart, how are you? True Tech, Paul Young, Yvonne, how are you? Ichabod, let's go. OG Adam, what's up, brother? Alyosha, Nikki, Doggy Mile, let's go. I says, Albert Acosta, how are you? Don, Mr. WW, what's up, Wes? How's everything going? You behaving yourself today? You behaving? Terpy, what's up, brother? Tiff, how are you? Andrew, what's going on, my dude? Amandy, how are you? Valerie, let's go. Ron, Maria, let's go. Kathy, everybody's here. All right, let's get to everybody that contributed to the show today. Nick started it off with a $2 super chat. Then we got Go with the Flow Farm, has now been a member for 7 months. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate you. Go with the Flow Farm. You're amazing. Thank you for your long-lasting contributions to this channel. Thank you so much to anybody that has been, I said, a continued member and continue to support this channel. Again, no ads, no fucking corporate sponsors, nothing like that. It's just going to be me and you, real people talking, real messaging, calling out real bullshit. And that's how I want this to grow. So thank you for going with the Flow Farm. I really do appreciate you. Tobias coming in for 9 months. Let's go. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, my man. Wes with the Ray Bork. Wes with the Ray Bork. Let's go. What is love? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Oh, you can't say that. Now I'm going to be singing that all fucking day. Thanks, Wes. Appreciate you. Moms, how are you, dear? Can we all, from the Bryantologist and from the lobster community, send our love to Mom's way? She has been in the, well, I don't want to give out yet, but she's been in the hospital for a few days. She's hopefully getting out tomorrow. I'd love to see it, but we're all sending you some love. We're all sending you well wishes. We want you to get the fuck out of that hospital, get back to your regular normal life so we can have our Zoom, so we can have our laughs. But yeah, sending love your way. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for your contributions. Just get well. Just get well. Please. We love you. Thank you so much. Michael, appreciate you for the 888. Easy with the messaging. Easy with the messaging. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Go with the Flow Farm, gifting a membership. Thank you so much. Patrick, thank you so much. You were the best, Brian, and the mods are great too. Again, mods are fucking fantastic. I love every single one of them. Gino, Merry Sunday. Merry Sunday back to you. Slacks. Let's go, Slacks. Appreciate you. Love to you. Love you, Brian, Mel, and Logan. Love to all the Bryantologists. Let's fucking go. Appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Becky. Thank you so much. Thank you for spreading the truth and keeping people motivated. We love you, Boston Brian, Logan, and Mel. You guys are fantastic people. I'm so privileged and so appreciative to have met the group of people that I did in this space, really and truly. Honestly, it's because of you guys and Carl and Adam that I even have some of this equipment to even do this with. So again, you guys, it's not only built by you guys, but you will help it grow as well. So thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, I missed one. Mark, thank you so much. Love you, Brian. What about the seeming collapse of the Dem leadership? We fought for them. I'm feeling spurned. Well, maybe it's what we need. Sometimes a revolution isn't a bad thing, right? If we start actually stepping up to the Democratic leadership and letting them know, hey, fuck your stocks. Fuck reaching across the aisle if it's not going to work for the American people. Let's get some shit done. And if you're not, move the fuck out of the way. We're not voting for you no more. We need some young blood. We need some fucking fighters in there. We need some people with some energy, right? We don't need broken hips. We don't need fucking Mitch McConnell type people in there just fucking staring blankly into the abyss. We need people that have their heads on their shoulders. We don't need people like oh God, what's her name? Dianne Feinstein, right? God bless you. Thank you for your service. Appreciate what you've done. Step the fuck out now, please. Thank you. Don't be a Ruth Bader Ginsburg type who does amazing work and then stays in it too long and literally the effect that has almost erases everything she's done in her past, right? So just saying. Let's see here. Did I Becky, did I get you? Thank you for spreading the truth. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I didn't want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it, dude. Let's see here. Who else we got? Graham, thank you so much. I keep getting evicted from your Zoom. I keep seeing you in there. Your name is there. Just I was addressing you before, but maybe your sound and stuff isn't working because I see the square with your name in it. So we'll figure that out. Let me know. Shoot me an email. We have one coming up. Let's see. When's the next Zoom? Is the 17th, I want to say? Yeah, 17th is the VIP Zoom. And then we'll make our January Zooms. Graham, if you're not signed up for the VIP, and we'll figure out how to get you in there. We won't leave you out. We'll get you in there. Appreciate your contributions. Thank you so much to the channel. Let's see. How do I get back to that? And this. Thank you, Graham. Thank you, Andrea. 3 hours today, right, Brian? Stay safe, well, and warm. No, I'm going to try to get you. Last week was a marathon. There was just so much to cover. I had so much to say. But, I don't want to keep it too long. It's the holiday season. You should be with your families. I know you got a ton of probably shopping to do and, fucking decorations to set up and, plans to do. So I'm not going to keep it too long. I want to respect your holiday time because it comes and goes very, very quick, and it's very special to me, the holiday season. So thank you, Jerry. Slava Ukraine. I appreciate you. Heroyam Slava. Let's see here. We got Christine. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Christine. Appreciate you. Thank you, Wes. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up for the 8 months. Appreciate you, my man. Patrick back at it, gifting. Patrick back at it, gifting. OG Adam back at it, gifting. Let's fucking go, guys. I love the contributions. You guys are fucking fantastic. Sheldon, let's go. Clyburn has bent his knee in advance. Correct. That's just all. It's utter stupidity. It doesn't even change anything. It's literally all right. If you want to know what capitulation looks like, right? What total and utter capitulation looks like, that's what it looks like. It looks like Jim Clyburn because there's no effect to it whatsoever to giving Donald Trump. It doesn't free him up. It does absolutely nothing but show your loyalty and your fealty to him. It shows that you're willing to bend your knee, right? That's just what it shows. It's just a signal to him to say, okay, we're sorry. We'll bend down now. Thank you so much. Just please spare my family, basically, right? It's bullshit. And you're absolutely right, Sheldon. You're absolutely fucking right. Thank you so much. Benny Loco, let's go. AFK, I've got nothing productive or nice to say. Sorry. It's all right, Benny Loco. Sometimes it happens. It happens. There are days where you just, the wall looks like a good thing to punch. Let's just say. But I appreciate your contributions. I appreciate you being here no matter what, Benny Loco. I appreciate you very much. Brian, I got to behave my words and put me in timeout on YouTube a few times. Where are Greg Kelly's lips? Thank you so much, Yvonne. I appreciate you. That is €5, correct? That's euros. Thank you. Arizona Sunflowers, thank you for the super sticker. Arizona, thank you so much for being here for as long as you have. I really do appreciate you. Sheldon, thank you so much. Great news. Thanks, Brian. You're the best. Let's see. The resistance shows up in the streets. They can't hear you from a chat. That's what I'm talking about, Benny Loco. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You don't see the people of South Korea on fucking Twitter. You don't see the people of South Korea just, making YouTube videos about it. They're out in the fucking streets. They're one-on-one with the people in power, right? That's what we need to do. Peacefully. Like, I'm not advocating for fucking, chaos or anything, but let's show them the power that we have. We hold the power. We go to work and make these companies the money. So thank you. Midas Robin, let's go. So good to see you here. So fucking good to see you here. I appreciate it. Midas Robin is a fantastic, long-time friend from Midas Touch. So it's very nice to see you here, Robin. Thank you so much. Jim the Geek, let's go. Helping underwrite your Wednesdays, brother. Let's go. Appreciate you, Jimbo. Sheldon gifting a sub. Dawn with the $10 super sticker. Sheldon with the $5. Brian, you were on my Mount Rushmore of on online host. Oh, stop it. Sheldon, come on. I'm not there yet. I do appreciate it. I really do. Any kind words that are thrown my way, I do appreciate it. But we're just getting started. Like I said, I don't know what the longest is. I think I've seen 9 months maybe is the longest. So we haven't even been here a year. So I'm not expecting. I have my hopes and my dreams are based in reality, at least in this section on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's I'm hoping to get there one day, and I do appreciate your kind words. I really do. I just, I guess I'm just a little bit harder on myself than everybody else is. Sally, thank you so much for the super sticker, and JD, thank you so much for the super sticker. You guys are fucking absolutely fantastic. They're the only reason I keep going. So be here for Wednesday. Be here Wednesday, 7:30. Fred Wellman joining us for a conversation. It's going to be fantastic. And this is going to be, unfortunately, I want to just let everybody know the Wednesdays. So we're going to do Wednesday with Fred. Unfortunately, the next Wednesday is Christmas. And then the next Wednesday is New Year's, I believe. So it's going to be just the Sunday shows for a couple weeks, and then we'll pick up the Wednesday show again. That way I'm not digging into your, your family time, your Christmas time. Oh, Tamra, thank you so much coming in with the late $10. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Somebody sent me, hold on. I want to make sure I get everybody. Melinda, thank you so much for the $5 in the Venmo. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it. And it really does go to help basically everything in this situation, because I am a full-time plumber. I don't know if everybody is aware of that. This is not something that I have the ability to do full-time. So I'm putting as much time and energy and resources as I possibly can into it with the time that I do have above and beyond my daily job of, fixing pipes. So, I'm spending not only, the time that I'm doing working, but when I come home, it's not like I'm also thinking about this a lot, and thinking about how I can help this community and how I can move the change forward and make a difference. That's what I'm thinking about. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I will. Oh, Sally, let's go. This is one of the best ways, by the way, to help the channel. Just gifted memberships. You know what I mean? Somebody is going to be so appreciative. And then after that month, re-up on that if you find yourself watching. Like I said, patreon.com/BostonBrian. Check it out, please. Please check it out. There are 3 tiers, 3 different price levels, different perks and stuff that you get. And like I said, the Zoom calls. So there's a lot of them. So like I said, let's see, do we have anything for these are my socials? Yeah, let's put that. Oops, sorry. Let me get rid of the comment. My bad. So follow me on Blue Sky. You can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on Instagram and Patreon, please. I would very much appreciate it if you did so. We're up and over 70,000 on Blue Sky. So thank you guys. And then let me see. Is there anything for it's actually in the ending. Mel made a good exit video. All right. So I'll shut my mouth. I'll let you guys enjoy your Sunday. Remember what I said, guys, though. Don't bend the knee. If you see something bending the knee, call it out. I'm not saying get into a fight, but make sure they know that fucking that ain't the way that homie don't play that. All right. Just fucking homie, don't fucking play that. That's not the way we're going to handle this. We're going to call out everybody. Doesn't matter if you're on the left, on the right, independent. I don't care who you are. If you kowtow to Donald Trump, Elon Musk, fucking Vivek Ramaswamy, Kash Patel, Keith Kellogg, Pam Bondi, then you have an issue. And I'm going to make sure you know that you have an issue. And your issue is us, because we're coming for these motherfuckers. We are coming for these people that are aimed at destroying our country and aimed at destroying our organizations in the way that our government functions. We're coming for your ass. Jenk, Anna, we're coming for your ass. We're coming for that top spot, right? And it ain't just me. There's a bunch of great creators that are fucking teaming up to take that fucking spot. And if we have to split it up between the fucking 10 of us or however many is, we'll split it up and we'll take over that. Because no longer is TYT the so-called home of progressive media. It's just not. It's the home of fucking bullshit propaganda. And we're taking it over. Let's fucking go. I appreciate you guys. Again, I'm Boston Brian. This has been Blood Politics. I do love you. I will see you Wednesday night. Let's go. Wednesday night. Fucking Fred Wellman. Let's fucking go. Moving up in the world. And again, we're going to have some more guests on, hopefully in the future. Some bigger names. Let's grow this fucking shit. Hit that like button. Subscribe. It's the fucking free. It's free. You don't have to pay anything to hit that subscribe button. So if you're watching, please subscribe. All right. I love you. I'll see you later, guys. I appreciate you.
He says rectum damn near killed him. I'm just dandy. I got a bowl of chocolate pudding in my underpants. What in the hell was that all about?
Thank you, mods. Appreciate you guys. Hope you have a wonderful end of your weekend. And I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. I really do. Each and every one of you, no matter what you celebrate. You guys are fighters.
Hey, you got a little chubby going there.
It feels so
lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful love. Give yourself some round of applause. It's so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
Taking it back to Nevada where he's wanted for banging horses. I said mud. I said crud. You fall into some crud or something?
Tell the director to call the White House. Do your fucking job!
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Bad news, bad news. Even when it's good news, it's bad news.
Fuck Ryan.
My superpower is being honest. I will eat my neighbors.
Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head. We all jump 3 feet high and scratch our heads.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I don't think there's a time or a moment in the day where I can just not play the exit video and have it not stop, where I just sit here and look dumb on camera. All I got to do is hit the loop button. It's one fucking button, and then I forget to press every time. But mods, I love you. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And like I said, hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, each and every one of you, no matter what you're celebrating, no matter what nomination it is. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful time with your families. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, whatever it is. I love you guys. I appreciate it.
Up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
Fucking Nazis.
The rest of my life I have the curse that I have little hands. What in the hell was that all about?
Builds the wall the way he built Trump Towers. We'll be using illegal immigrant labor to do it.
I'm just an average guy who read public documents where the elite said they were going to enslave us and destroy America. And I'm not going to be like yuppie scum and deny the threat to my country. I'm going to fight back.
anything worse than white people? White people are a mortal danger to you and your loved ones.
Cacophony, a crescendo, a finale, a coup de grace.
I am the chosen one.
Get off my plane.